You asked the question, how many people homeless you think are in Santa Cruz? I think you can fill the boardwalk, in one end of the boardwalk to the other end of the boardwalk with homeless people in Santa Cruz. My name is Sparky. That's what they call me here on the street in Santa Cruz. 22 years old, 6 foot, 180 pounds, and I am a houseless traveler. That's what I like to call myself. I was a heroin addict, and opiates you depend on them. You get sick, really sick. And I'd get up every day, even sick or not, and I'd look people in the eyes and I'd ask them for $1 over and over again, and it's the worst feeling in the world. I didn't like doing it. I had to do it because I didn't like the other homeless people that would come up to me and ask me to get them or support their habit and just be lazy. Every time I see them, can you get me high? Can you get me high? Can you get me high? And here, if you got money, you're looked upon, you're a good citizen because you're shopping on Pacific. If you don't have money and you're asking for a little change to get something to eat on Pacific, you're categorized as a worthless homeless bum who should get a job or either deserves to be thrown in jail because you're asking for 50 cents. Some homeless people are bad though. I don't know if you know, some homeless people are dirtbags. I don't like a lot of homeless people. I don't like myself sometimes. I wake up, I tell myself, okay, I'm homeless still, you mean? I can either look at the day sucking, it's gonna suck, or I get out there, try to make a couple bucks, get some food in my stomach, go do things I need to do, like go apply for SSI, go look for work, go to a couple NA meetings, or I can go back to the park, San Lorenzo, go to the bathroom, get high, and be around a bunch of dirtbags who really don't care about me, who tell me they're my friend, but at the end of the day would rob me blind if I wasn't looking. I'd take it and be happy with it. Minimum wage job, a nice room to rent, I can rent, so I have a roof over my head, and a good connection with my brother and my sisters again. Good be on good graces with them. And a better and having a good understanding with a higher power of my own choosing.
So I'm Janet Thomas. I'm the Executive Director of the Homeless Services Center, and the Homeless Services Center's mission is to really end homelessness here in Santa Cruz County. So all of our programs are using what we call a housing first philosophy, which is a way of working with folks that gets them first into their housing and then helps them with all of the other things they might need from there.
I know a lot of people that have jobs that are still homeless because rent in Santa Cruz is crazy. And when you got a minimum wage job, it ain't cutting it, and especially if you ain't working 70 hours a week, you mean, you ain't gonna be able to pay for no Santa Cruz apartment, you mean, and
what we want to have happen is that the stay in the shelter is as short as possible until they can move into their apartment or home in the community. It is a shortage of beds here in Santa Cruz. 82% of the folks that are experiencing homelessness are unsheltered, and there's just not enough beds in the inventory in the whole city to house that many people on any given night. And so from Homeless Services Center's perspective, the more people that we can get housed in the community, the more space we have open in our beds for the next folks.
I think the city of Santa Cruz should have a really big meeting with all the city members and all the main Santa Cruz people that are somebody Santa Cruz and the city people of Santa Cruz should have a meeting with a large group of homeless people, and they should talk about their differences and what they would like the homeless to change and what the homeless would like the city to change.